hey, our next act, please welcome.
We're back.
What's up, everybody? It's the jonguitar Quick and Fast podcast blast from the past mass broadcast. Let me try that again. It's the jonguitar Quick and Fast podcast blast from the past mass broadcast, and we are coming to you live from St. John Studios in lovely downtown St. John, Indiana. And what's new with you guys? How have you been? We love hearing from you guys, seeing on YouTube if you guys check the show. And we do try to keep it real for you guys, and we're trying something different with these intro drops, so enjoy. Here we go.
Well, I hope he's as talented on the ones and twos as his cousin, because I bring some serious noise to the dance floor, y'all.
Don't be stupid. You know it.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
No, yay! I mean, he told me not to get my hopes up. Too late. They're all the way up here. I am fragile.
Homeschooled? Where? Outer space?
Look out, world!
I, on the other hand, don't think at all. It's true. He does not think.
Good for you. Work sucks.
Hi, how you doing tonight?
So we are back, everybody. We are live.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host.
Take off your lights, hail to the king, hail to the world.
So if you guys heard this song, it jams first. It's Avenged Sevenfold with Hail to the King, and we play it here on the jonguitar Pod. So in other rock news, did you see there was a seating mix-up putting Tony Bennett in the middle between Slipknot at the Oscars, or at the Grammys, actually. So that headline will be that photo of Tony Bennett between the members of Slipknot will be on the thumbnail of the actual this podcast. So look for that. So, you guys might be tracing the Zika virus. Has anyone heard anything about it lately? Because the mosquitoes are crazy in this room, guys. They are... Oh! Gotta hit a few of them. Okay, that's down the last one here. Let me clap this one. Got him. So the mosquitoes are gone, and the Zika virus. Any new news on that? Because I haven't heard much. What have you heard? Solo. We never talk over solo.
There's a taste of fear when the henchmen call. I am fist to tame the lamb. I am fist to claim it all. Hail to the king, hail to the world, kneel to the crown.
And now, these are the impressive Grammy nominations for Best Rock Performance.
So
The Grammy goes
here's who
to
won the Grammys.
Alabama Shakes.
So now if you hear the song, they're actually playing that in the background. So this is the song that won, actually. It's called "Don't Want to Fight No More," and it kicks in kind of cool. It's a decent song. But Alabama Shakes won the Grammy for, I guess, Best Rock Performance, and they've been on SNL a couple times. I've seen them. Not a bad band. Lead singer's definitely unique. Got a unique voice. And we'll get to some more Grammy stuff coming up, but I just wanted to give you an update on that just in case you missed it. So were you guys watching The Bachelor? Because here's what happened on The Bachelor. The third girl is gone, and tonight's episode is tonight, but here's what happened last week.
I am in love with two women here. And I just couldn't say it back to you. And I don't know why, and I don't know how. Because as I think through things every day, all day, like you are, like literally what I described at the beginning of this is my perfect life. I knew this was gonna get hard at the end because I knew I was gonna have to say goodbye to somebody at some point that I was falling for, and it's really hard to imagine saying goodbye to you.
That sounds like a line, but
I'm gonna miss you, Kayla.
you don't have to say that. You don't have to say that, but
I don't have to, I don't have to say that.
So he lets
This has really been amazing, and I really have enjoyed getting to know you.
his Asian girlfriend go, and she loved the guy.
I do.
She really loved
love
him.
you, but
There you go.
doesn't mean that I don't know. And I think I'm just gonna go. There's no reason to stay. But
No reason to stay. So then he was heartbroken as he watched her go away. So coming up, we have This Week in Censorship from Jimmy Kimmel. We have a little bit on Weird Al and some fighting news coming up. Get ready for some fighting news. We got the boxing bell here just in case. You guys ever see True Romance? If you get a chance to check it out, please do, because it's a great movie. Couple great scenes in the movie True Romance. So I'm gonna play you guys a song that you may have not heard, and it's definitely new. So you're saying to yourself, hey, it doesn't sound that familiar, and it probably doesn't. But it'll come to you. It's Thriller. Sounds a lot like Thriller. So what do you guys think? Here's what Eddie Murphy thought about Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, who can sing, and is a good-looking guy, but ain't the most masculine fellow in the world.
They loved him, Eddie Murphy.
That's Michael's hook, his sensitivity. That's what women be saying, Michael's just so sensitive. And they eat that shit up. Mike, no, too. He be using women in concerts. I seen Mike walk up to girls on the stage in the audience. He said, sing to you. And women go, ah! Then if you don't scream, Mike will get real sensitive and cry on your ass. You hear that record, She's Out of My Life? Michael goes, that love's not possession. And I've learned love one way. Love needs expression, but I learned to.
Okay, so you could do a pretty good Michael Jackson impression. So did you guys see that January 2016 had been the hottest since records began? The U.S. Agency of Weather it says last year was the hottest by far since 1880, beating previous records set in 2014. But in 2015, December 2015 was also the hottest month on record for 136 years. So there it is, beating all records. Our Earth is getting hotter, so it seems. Well, it's hard to believe that, considering cars are going 24/7 all day, every day, pumping carbon monoxide into our fragile atmosphere, and we're wondering why the climate's increasing its temperature. It's not that far off, guys. If you're pretending that carbon monoxide pumped out of millions of cars driving on the road day and night and day, never stopping, then you may start to think, hey, maybe the carbon monoxide is going to kill us all. I mean, it's destroyed Asia. I forget if it's Tokyo or one of those cities, but man, they can't get rid of the smog. So they're going to build those giant fans and blow it out to India or wherever. So it's a matter of time, guys, before we turn our back on gas. It's just got to be. Give me that sun. So did you guys see that Chris Rock was hosting the Oscars? Did you guys hear him? Chris Rock hosting the Oscars? Well, if you decide to next year host your own Oscar party, I do have some tips. So here we go. Pretty much any Oscar or Grammys party, here are your tips. Now, the Oscars were also called the Academy Awards. I don't know if you guys knew that, but it does say, here are some tips for hosting an unforgettable Oscars watch party. Compile a list of friends who are knowledgeable about film and make sure not to invite any of them. Remember, it's always safer to stick to pre-written material than risk any off-the-cuff banter with your guests. That is why this show is completely written. As host, your job is to graciously diffuse any violent tantrums when Oliver Tarney upsets Lon Bender for the Best Sound Editing Award. Make sure you say a few things about how shameful the Academy's lack of diversity is, so everyone knows you know about that. Be sure to congratulate any Oscar nominees at your party, whether they win or not. And, we all know, everyone that listens to the show has a friend that's been part of the Oscars. And finally, ultimately, as with any party, the most important thing is to give everyone a chance to sit back, relax, and watch far more attractive and successful people have the night of their lives. But we are having the night of our life here. So why am I playing this song? Nobody does it better. Well, it turns out Chris Rock was the host of the Oscars, or the Academy Awards, and here is one of the controversial statements he said. Here we go.
Now, the thing is, why are we protesting? That's the big question. Why this Oscars? Why this Oscars? It's the 88th Academy Awards. It's the 88th Academy Awards, which means this whole no black nominees thing has happened at least 71 other times. Okay? You gotta figure that it happened in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 60s, one of those years, Sydney didn't put out a movie. I'm sure there were no black nominees some of those years, say 62 or 63, and black people did not protest. Why? Because we had real things to protest at the time. We had real things to protest. We're too busy being raped and lynched to care about who wears cinematographer. When your grandmother's swinging from a tree, it's really hard to care about best documentary foreign short.
So that was, after people saw that, a lot of people, I know people that turned off the TV. Here is Chris Rock on Is Hollywood Racist?
Is Hollywood racist? Is Hollywood racist? You gotta go at that the right way. Is it Burning Cross racist? No. Is it fetch me some lemonade racist? No. It's a different type of racist. Now, I remember one night I was at a fundraiser for President Obama. A lot of you were there. And, it's me and all of Hollywood. And it's all of us there. And there's about 4 black people there. Me, Quincy Jones, Russell Simmons, Questlove. The usual suspects, right? And every black actor that wasn't working. Needless to say, Kev Hart was not there, okay? So, at some point, you get to take a picture with the president, and as they're setting up the picture, you get like a little moment with the president. I'm like, Mr. President, you see all these writers and producers and actors? They don't hire black people. And they're the nicest white people on earth. They're liberals.
Okay, so here's that is Hollywood racist 1. Here's Hollywood racist 2.
Is Hollywood racist? You're damn right Hollywood's racist, but it ain't the racist that you've grown accustomed to. Hollywood is sorority racist. It's like, we like you, Rhonda, but you're not a Kappa. That's how Hollywood's, yeah? But things are changing. Things are changing. Yeah, we got a Black Rocky this year. Yeah, some people call it Creed. I call it Black Rocky. And that's an unbelievable statement. I mean, because Rocky takes place in a world where white athletes are as good as black athletes. So Rocky's a science fiction movie.
So there's his take on Rocky, and here it is again.
There's things that happen in Star Wars that are more believable than things that happen in Rocky, okay?
So yes, the Oscars were on.
No greater weapon in a director's arsenal than a strategically placed song.
But there's one song that nobody wants to hear. The song they play when your acceptance speech has gone on too long. That's the song, that one.
And did you know it actually has lyrics? This is it. Your time is through.
You're boring. You're rambling on, no end in sight.
You're boring.
No need to thank your parakeet. You're boring.
Look at Catherine Zeta-Jones.
She's snoring. You could have rushed up to the stage, but you were lollygagging.
So Chris Rock fired back at Jada Pinkett Smith because comedians know, nothing's out of bounds, really, and that's why you hire them.
It's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. Yeah, you're right. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay?
So the Oscars were touching, and we do have a little bit of Chris Rock from an article he wrote about parenting, and I thought I would play it to tell you guys. So the article is called "Everything You Need to Know About Parenting" in 11 Chris Rock quotes, but I'm not going to read them all. So here goes. I'm predicting the future. If the kid calls his grandmama mommy and his mama Pam, he's going to jail. On the true sacrifices of parenthood. When I hear people talking about juggling or the sacrifices they make for their children, I look at them like they're crazy, because sacrifice infers that there was something better to do than being with your children. And I've never been with my kids and gone, man, I wish I was on stage right now. I've never been with my kids and gone, man, it'd be so great if I was on a movie set right now. But I've been doing a movie and wish that I was with my kids. I've been on tour and wish that I was with my kids. Being with my kids is the best. Most fun thing. It is a privilege. It's not something I call sacrifice. That makes me want to cry with this music in the background. And finally, a couple more. Getting your due. Everybody takes daddy for granted. Just listen to the radio. Everything's mama. What's the daddy song? Papa was a Rolling Stone. And finally, on why more kids are actually better. 2 kids are easier than 1 because they play together. When you've got 1, you have to be the show. When you've got 2, you've just got to be the usher. They can play in the park while you're reading the paper. Hey, get off her hair. Then you go back to reading. 1 kid is horrible. Have a bunch of kids or nothing at all. That's how Chris Rock thinks of parenting. So I thought that was interesting, and I wanted to play it for you guys with this emotional music in the background. Cue music. So speaking about Chris Rock still, Saturday Night Live put out this awesome bit featuring Chris Rock in an impression. Here it is. It's a little long, but bear with me, guys.
Okay, so tell us about this secret meeting.
Okay, the Black Comedians meeting?
Yeah.
So, we hold one every year at Eddie Murphy's house, in his bowling alley.
Wow, and then tell us what happened.
Okay, so first Cat got up, right? And Cat was like...
Now, first you gotta understand something, boo-boo. This right here, this is war. There can only be one munchkin on top, you ragged son of a bitch.
But that's when Kevin got up, and Kev was like,
first of all, bow. Ping, pang, bow. Here's your problem. Tell you what the problem is. First of all, you got a perm. Only black man get away with a perm is Prince. And he's Prince. You're not Prince. Got the same height as Prince. I do too, but I smile. Oh my God.
And that's when Dave Chappelle stands.
Wait, hold on. Dave Chappelle was there too?
I said it was all of us, Colin.
This is a great.
So Chappelle's like,
Hold on, baby. Everybody just calm down, son. Just calm down. We black out. We need to stick together. Trust me, son. Hollywood is expecting us to fail, baby. Let's just calm down, go to Africa for a few years. Till everything cools off. Oh, Africa? Dave, who want to go to Africa? Africans don't even want to go to Africa, and they live there.
So that's Chris Rock.
yeah, man, yeah. So then Eddie gets up, and he's like, wait, one second. Everybody just relax, okay? Everybody just relax. Everybody just cool out, all right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to be ready to bowl, okay? Tracy Morgan, it's your turn to bowl. Pick up the ball. It's time for the bowl, oh yes. Tracy Morgan, ladies and gentlemen, and Tracy gets up.
Listen, I'll bowl, Eddie. I'll bowl, you know. I'll bowl right now. You know, Jackie Gleason is my biological father.
And then Chris Tucker was like, you know,
Man, then hurry up and bowl, man. Damn. You holding up the game, man. Damn, man.
and then Hannibal Buress goes, okay, I just don't understand why everybody has to yell in excitement over a bowling match in a living room. This is weird on so many levels. And then Bernie Mac got up and said, next time one of you some of my bitches have a party at Eddie Murphy's house and don't invite the Mac man, I'm gonna bust one of your some of my bitches' head to the right knee.
Hold on, Bernie Mac?
Listen, man, you got me. Honestly, Colin, I made it all up. That's what I do.
Jay Farrer, everyone. The weekend update. I'm Colin Jost.
I'm Michael Chapin.
Guys, how awesome is that impression of all those guys? So, in the beginning of my show, I had a Bernie Mac clip. Here it is.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
And that's what Bernie Mac sounded like. This dude's impressions of those black comedians, absolutely freaking fantastic. And that is Jay, I forget his name now, but it's Jay Farrow. That's who it is. And freaking amazing, guys. That's so impressive to me, those comedians' voices. His Bernie Macs, they were all on point. In fact, it might be, I was going to play you guys something with another Bernie Mac impression, but that one just won. You know, it just blew everything else away. So I thought that was cool. Hopefully you guys dug it too. This is when we swell to the top.
And I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. 'Cause I remember how we drank down together and how you used to say that the stars are forever and they dreamed about how to make your life better by leaving town. 'Cause I remember how we drank down together.
Okay, so here's how Ben Affleck tried to smuggle Matt Damon on stage.
I just think it's gone on long enough. This is you know what? I'm upset with you more than him about this. I think it's maybe time to bury the hatchet here, man. Well, you get to decide when it's time to bury the hatchet? You know what he's done to me?
I think as a mutual friend, it's time to,
This is not about you. This is about, well, there is no us. It's not about us.
Now have a seat. Come on, sit down.
No, don't have a seat. That's my seat.
So Kimmel was mad because Ben Affleck brought Matt Damon on stage. Old Hollywood. The greatest, but Ben Affleck must be, coming around on an ad campaign for his new movie Batman versus Superman, which is probably going to be good.
Stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing somewhere.
So speaking of Kimmel, we have another bit from Kimmel.
It is This Week in Unnecessary Censorship.
This was from last week, probably Friday or Thursday.
All the buzz after the Academy Awards, and one of the biggest stories of the night was, of course, Leonardo DiCaprio's big.
Donald Trump, Marco Rubio fighting about the size of Donald Trump's. Back to you.
Who would have believed it?
To Brandon now. It's a great dog day.
Ohio for John Kasich, who's toast.
Well, Marco Rubio called him an ass. John Kasich an ass. Tonight
on Earth, the discs are slightly compressed due to gravity in space. That compression is no longer present, causing the discs to expand.
And I want to just underscore that. There could not be a bigger
Mr. Trump, welcome back to Fox News Sunday.
Can we see that ticket? Let's see. All right, you're going first.
What do you think's happening to America? Well, I think people in America are.
By the end of tonight, we are going to many hundreds of.
So there you go. Well, this week in unnecessary censorship. In scientific news, we have 10 amazing facts about the new ninth planet. I guess the community, of the science community, has finally removed Pluto from the planet list. I didn't know that, guys, but here it goes. It says, we do know that the ninth planet is at least 10 times as massive as Earth. The astronomer who discovered it nicknamed it Fatty. Very interesting that Pluto is no longer considered a planet, and this other planet might be, hurling around in space way out there that we can't even see it. So, in other news, I do have a new photograph of the galaxy 4889. May look peaceful, but it's actually home to one of the biggest black holes. About 300 million light years away. It breaks all kinds of records, even though it's classified as dormant. What happens if we get sucked into a black hole, guys? Then what happens? Then I can play the song. I'll be putting the song on loop. I thought Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden wasn't one of my favorite ones, but I thought I'd play it for you guys there.
I heard the door slam and I couldn't tell.
So who's been in the news lately is Donald Trump for a lot of different things. Before we get to that though, I wanted to play you guys. Did you see that Gray died from Grey's Anatomy? Here's a little bit of that sound. So there she is. She can't hear, so you hear that white noise in the background. She's coming in and out of consciousness. She's seeing clips of people.
Blood for a crossmatch. Belly is soft.
Bruising on the left chest. Decreased breath sounds on the left.
Hard line is going in. Pulse ox is down to 8. For trauma series, hook up those monitors. You need a whiteboard ID. Good ortho here to add some left arm and leg films.
Has anyone told the chief? Okay,
do not page.
So she died, and I was going to play long, but it goes on for a real long time there. So Gray dies from Grey's Anatomy, and I'm sorry, guys. It's over. The show, they're going to carry on the show, but not on Gray's shoulders. I think they were going to rename the show Steve's Anatomy. So, there's always that. And did you guys see that you guys don't know this quite yet, but I had a chance to get onto the Man Cow show, and I wanted to play you guys. I got a chance to talk to Mr. T. Here it is. Here's a little clip of me on the Man Cow show. I thought I'd play it just for the heck of it.
Are all things you can say, all right? Let's go to, what do we have here? Is it John? John, hello.
Hey, Mr. T, this is John from St. John, and I want to run around Central Park and whatnot. And my position...
All right. I like that.
You do say whatnot.
Whatnot. And the thing that really got my attention when you said Central Park, I think you remember when we did the wrestling thing. Well, back in 1985 for WrestleMania, I said we was gonna go to Central Park and get all the muggers out of there. That's good. That's good.
Nice.
And whatnot.
You're a winner. You're a winner.
So they gave me a gift card to go to Q Barbecue, and my dream would be to be on the Man Cow show as a producer or something like that, because that show rules, guys. So I'm a big fan. I like calling in the morning and winning from time to time. Actually, Mary and I we won a prize, and we got to go eat pizza and go to a concert on, of course, the Loop and Man Cow's dime. It was pretty cool, pretty awesome. So, you guys may have heard Mitt Romney attacked Donald Trump. Here we go.
Donald Trump is a phony, a fraud. His promises are as worthless as a degree from Trump University.
Grand Old Party now in a full-scale civil war.
Okay, so he said that. Then he says this.
Because he was begging for my endorsement.
This is Donald Trump talking about Romney.
Because he was begging for my endorsement. I could have said, Mitt, drop to your knees. He would have dropped to his knees. He was begging.
Trump's son Eric tweeted out video of that endorsement, noting the lack of loyalty is truly astonishing.
Being in Donald Trump's magnificent hotel and having his endorsement is a delight. I'm so honored and pleased to have his endorsement.
Back then, Romney called Trump a model businessman.
Donald Trump has shown an extraordinary ability to understand how our economy works, to create jobs for the American people.
Today, not so much.
So there was Mitt Romney. Let's see. I have another one. Let's hear this one.
But you say, wait. Isn't he a huge business success?
So there's some more of Mitt Romney, but actually Mitt Romney, they did play audio, I think I might have just played it for you, where actually Mitt Romney, when he was running, wanted Donald Trump's endorsement, so he's a flip-flopper. But did you guys hear the Pope and Donald Trump were kind of fighting? Here's the Pope. I couldn't believe the Pope said this. This is incredible.
Integrare nella Chiesa non significa fare la comunione, perché
I was so offended when I heard this.
Cattolici risposati che vanno in chiesa una volta all'anno, 2 volte, ma io voglio fare la comunione come se la comunione fosse un'onorificenza.
I could not believe he said that, guys.
Un lavoro di integrazione.
Oh my God, he's really turning a knife.
Tutte le porte sono aperte, ma non si può dire di qui in più possono fare la comunione. Questo sarebbe una ferita.
Why don't you rip Donald Trump's heart out? I mean, I cannot believe you said that about Donald Trump.
Alla coppia perché
Oh
non
my
li farà
God.
fare quella strada di
Boy, is he really going after him. Okay, so that was a little bit of a joke, but here's the Pope on Trump, what he said.
Una persona che
A person who thinks only about building walls, wherever they may be, and not building bridges is not Christian.
So then here's Trump on, let's see here. Here's the Pope, or Trump talking about the Pope.
For a religious leader to question a person's faith is disgraceful. I'm proud to be a Christian, and as president, I will not allow Christianity to be consistently attacked and weakened, unlike what is happening now with our current president. Okay? Believe me.
Okay, so that wasn't the only fight. I mean, Donald Trump seems to be fighting everybody, guys, and here's the latest debate.
Just when you thought it wasn't possible for the GOP debate to go even lower, tonight Donald Trump took it right below the belt, his own belt.
Look at those hands. Are they small hands? And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee it.
Marco Rubio accused him of shipping jobs overseas.
He can start tonight by announcing that all the Donald J. Trump clothing will no longer be made in China and in Mexico, but will be made here in the United States.
Ted Cruz accused him of telling the voters one thing about immigration and the New York Times editorial board another.
You're misleading the American people.
You're the one. You're the one.
Release the
You're the one. Now let me just tell you. Let me just tell you. Excuse me. I've given my answer, Lion Ted. I've given my answer.
The whole thing at times had the dignity of a food fight.
I have a policy question for you, sir.
Let's see if he answers it.
I will. Don't worry about it, Marco. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, little Marco. I will.
All right, well, let's hear Big Don.
Don't worry about it, don't worry about it, little Marco.
Leaving it to Cruz, of all people, to play peacemaker.
Breathe.
Lion Ted.
Breathe. You can do it. You can breathe. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but just...
When they're done with the yoga, can I answer a question?
You cannot. I really hope that we don't see yoga on this stage.
Well, he's very flexible.
Okay, so there it is, and here's what SNL said about Donald Trump.
During Thursday's Republican debate, Donald Trump went on record and guaranteed that he doesn't have a small penis. First of all, congratulations, just to America. Second, I want to point out that if women have problems with Donald Trump on a physical level, penis size is not even in their top 10 complaints. You don't hear a lot of women say, I'm pretty much there on Donald Trump sexually. Just waiting on that dong measurement.
So there's the update on Donald Trump and his campaign, but did you hear this on Jimmy Kimmel? They put together a bit, a pretty awesome bit. Here it is.
They were a pair of political consultants who needed a break.
That's it. We're finished. Through. Kaput.
Don't say that, Max.
Let's face it, Bloom. We haven't had a winning campaign in years.
Max, do you realize that under the right circumstances, it might be possible for us to make more money from a losing candidate than from a winner?
What did you just say?
First, we find a bad candidate, then we raise money like crazy, and we promise all the donors an ambassadorship to Italy or Sweden or Armenia. Then, when the public figures out what a nutcase our guy is, he drops out of the race.
And we keep all the dough. Oh, darling Bloom, glorious Bloom, you bloody little genius, you.
Max, don't.
But wait. This candidate, he's got to be the worst candidate in history. A real train wreck, a schmuck, a putz, a grade A, world-class, gold-plated nincompoop. Where would we ever find a buffoon like that?
And now, a message from the boardroom.
People have been asking about my desk and the fact that I have so many papers on my desk. It's actually very neat, but if you look around, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I've noticed over the years that successful people have a lot going on their desk.
Hand me the phone.
My desk is in my office. My desk is a very important part of me. If it's not perfectly...
Hello.
I think that's...
Hello, operator.
I actually think that's a good thing.
Get me the boardroom. You know which one.
They had a foolproof plan.
There's a new horse in the race for the White House. His name, Donald J. Trump. Can he beat the establishment? Who will support him? Fiscal conservatives? The religious right? Or crazy old semi-racist white people?
You're sure he can win, Mr. Bialystok?
Oh, Mrs. Kaminsky. Donald Trump is the very definition of a winner.
Just read the pin.
Bless you, Mrs. Kaminsky. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I keep the checky. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Kaminsky. Yes. Goodbye, Mrs. Kaminsky. Here we go. That's a girl. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going right out the door. All right, easy now. Easy, we don't have time for that. Easy. All right, don't worry. It's only 6 flights. Bye. Bye. Thank God for Citizens United.
That makes 22 ambassadors to France so far.
And 25 million bucks. Bloom. I have to tell you, running Trump was smart. But your idea about building a wall across the Mexican border, brilliant.
Not as brilliant as your idea about making the Mexicans pay for it.
He won't last a week.
Oh, look, Max, this is it.
I will build a great, great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my words.
We're in the money. We're in the money.
But they picked the wrong fool.
Good news for Donald Trump. The whole world has gone stark raving mad for him. Like these 2 loony birds, these numbskulls, and even this wackadoodle.
You ready for the people who let our warriors do their job and go kick ISIS ass?
He must be drilled.
He's still in the lead, Max.
How could this happen?
Well, I hear he's a proven businessman who knows how to get things done.
Yeah, and he will stand up to the Mexicans.
I can't believe this. It's not possible. Where did we go right?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did he question John McCain's war heroism?
Yes.
Did he say we should forcibly kick out 11 million immigrants?
Yes.
Did he propose banning all 1 billion Muslims from entering the U.S.?
See.
Did he say Heidi Klum was no longer a 10?
Yes. Yes.
Nothing is working, Max. Nothing.
Oh, no. No.
Just in time for the election, it's a story that starts off funny and then gets really, really depressing.
We needed a chump to put on the stump. A frumpy, grumpy, jumpy named Donald J. Trump. He's building a wall
1,000 feet tall.
Don't worry, cause the Mexicans will pay for it all.
From the producers of the producers comes the movie that'll make America great again. Nathan Lane, Matthew Broderick, and Cloris Leachman star in
You've been trumped.
Trumped.
Maybe he won't be such a bad president.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing. Whoa.
What have we done?
Okay, in other news, did you see that Weird Al was on the Goldbergs? And I did want to take you guys there just in case some of you guys are Weird Al fans. So here's how it happened. Here's the concert surprise.
No, wait. I actually have a big surprise for you. You and me are going to our first rock concert together.
No way. Who is it?
Only the greatest artist of our time.
Madonna?
Better.
The Police?
Better.
Michael Jackson?
Well, he's worked with all 3, but in a way he's improved their work by making it super funny. Weird Al Yankovic.
The guy who sings about food. Sure.
Okay, so here's
Weird
Weird Al.
Al. Used to, okay?
Ouch! Not gonna lie, random child. That stings.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Mr. Weird. Mr. Al, she didn't mean it.
Sounded like she did, bro.
Please don't judge me by her words. I don't even know her.
Adam.
How do you know my name, strange lady?
Seriously? You're picking him over me?
I don't know what to do. I've never been asked to choose between 2 people I love equally.
So out of here.
Fine, go. I'll just be here cold chilling with my new best buddy, Al.
Ooh, I really wouldn't make me part of your plan.
Look, I didn't even want to be here. I just wanted to hang out, not ride bikes or play laser tag or...
Okay, so they break up. Here's Weird Al again. The show, and this is how he messes it up.
Oh my God, this is amazing. We gotta get a photo of the 2 of us.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Make sure you get Weird Al's whole body in it.
So he wanted her to take a picture of the 2 of them, him and Weird Al, and finally...
I'm sure you remember my delicious boy, Adam.
Of course, super tall mute dude with dreadlocks and a droopy eye. Please tell him I said...
No, look, you made him think his relationship was over, and now you're going to fix it.
It's not happening.
Oh, it's happening. You're going to get on that tour bus, take it into the suburbs, and put on a private concert for Adam and Dana with all their favorite songs.
Such as?
Every rose has its thorn.
Every toe has its corn.
The wind beneath my wings.
The bed above my springs.
Material Girl.
Bacterial Earl.
Heaven is a place on earth.
Kevin is a dude with girth.
Careless Whisper.
Your hairless sister.
Fight the power.
Smell the flounder?
Stop it.
Listen, a private concert isn't going to bring those kids back together. But do you know what can? A mother's love.
You think?
Yes. Only you can fix this. Their future is in your hands.
Thank you, Weird Al. Thank you so much. Move it! I need to fix my baby's relationship.
Okay, why do I even pay for security? She was clearly crazy, and you just stood there.
On me, babe. That Farrah Fawcett poster has dispensers and a toaster. Don't know why. The kind of stuff you throw away. I'll buy on eBay what I bought on eBay.
So I will leave you guys with a little bit of the O.J. Simpson controversy and some stuff I pulled on O.J. Simpson. So recently it says here, LAPD confirms it's looking into a knife found on the star's property. So here is what SNL said on O.J. Simpson lately.
The renowned doctor who discovered CTE in football players says he is absolutely certain that O.J. Simpson suffers from the condition. He believes O.J. developed CTE due to repeated injuries he suffered while committing double murder.
Okay, so they think he committed double murder. Now here's their latest about the knife.
Then the LAPD holds a press conference and they say, here's what we know so far. A construction worker found a knife at OJ's house and he gave the knife to one of our cops. And the cop said, cool, free knife. I better hang on to this for 18 years. Then I guess he saw the show on FX and he was like, oh, that O.J. Simpson. So in the end, the whole point of the LAPD press conference was just saying, hey guys, remember how we got accused of mishandling evidence like 20 years ago? Well, we still got it.
And finally, here is, if you guys remember O.J., this is an important role in O.J.'s life.
But meanwhile, we'll be continuing fingerprint analysis, fiber checks, DNA...
This is them testing, this is them talking about testing the knife.
But meanwhile, we'll be continuing fingerprint analysis, fiber checks, DNA breakdown, hair samples, then using the microscopic dirt particles on this footprint, it's a matter of getting a geologic breakdown of the entire city.
We may not have that kind of time, Ted.
Well, then maybe this'll help. We found his wallet on the curb outside the Institute. We haven't yet had a chance to examine it thoroughly. It just came down from the lab an hour ago.
Hector Savage from Detroit. Hey, I remember this pug. Ex-boxer. His real name was Joey Chicago.
Oh, yeah. He fought under the name of Kid Minneapolis.
I saw Kid Minneapolis fight once. In Cincinnati. No, you're thinking of Kid New York. He fought out of Philly.
He was killed in the ring in Houston by Tex Colorado. You know, the Arizona assassin.
Yeah, from Dakota. I don't remember if it was north or south. North. South Dakota was his brother. From West Virginia.
You sure know your boxing?
Well, all I know is never bet on the white guy.
So there's the show, everybody, and I gotta go pick up the wife and the kids, and hope you guys dug it. Thanks for listening, and I'll post it in a couple days, and thank you so much again. And, you know, we covered a lot of ground. There was more to get to, but I'm running out of time, and I don't want to keep you guys for too long. The show's already gone almost an hour, so, you know, cutting it down would probably be 40, 45 minutes or something. But if you guys want us to talk about anything or pull any audio, let me know on the email there, jonguitar@AOL.com. And thanks for listening. And we're going to leave you with the outro. So hope you guys dug the show and hope you learned something. Hope I clued you in on the stuff, you know, you guys like the same stuff I do. Take care.
How'd it go? Bad? Real bad?
Thank you for the education, gentlemen. We've just received a PhD in stupidity. Doctor, shall we?
I get it. Tell the truth. I get it.
Peace, everybody.